just in my office is where I record music sometimes. There's my the print of the t-shirts that I have. That's the by Citizen shirt. They print those with the like color gradient. And here's my keyboard that I record some albums on. Lots of albums. Anytime that the piano doesn't sound like a live piano, anytime it's like that weird spacey sounding like MIDI instruments, that's always on this. Got my little 80s Casio here. Almost exactly like the one I had in childhood. I'm like working on a dance video with like, oh gosh, 25 or 30 kids that I know. They all sent me dance videos. Been doing that lately. That's to like this kind of beat. It's like a dance kind of fun time. Anyway, why am I talking about my room? Probably because I'm just feeling nervous and awkward. Because I really want to play, so I went live because I want to play, I started like a new series where I'm actually trying to play my old songs, not just always write new ones. So I can't remember what I called it, but it's only like 2 songs in it so far. And I was like, oh, I should make a little live video of, hi Brittany, hi Jake. I'm going to hit some wave buttons. I was like, oh, I'm going to play one of my songs that I was starting to play at shows right before quarantine happened. It's called Flight Path. It's off of the Michigan Dreams album. I was like, I need to be practicing my old songs, the ones that I really love. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to like go live and just, because you know, you can save the live recording. So I just like go live. It gives me a feeling of courage, gives me a feeling of still kind of being on stage. And yeah, helps me like take the time to learn my old songs instead of just always writing new ones. So, okay, so I really like this one, but I've only played it live at 1 or 2 shows, and I normally play it with backing tracks. So this is the first time I'm really playing it with just ukulele and singing. It's called Flight Path, parentheses, or Imaginary Things. And it's off of an album called Michigan Dreams, which is from like November of 2019. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot me out of space like a light. Shoot me into the sky. Where it's bright and I am flying here. Shoot me out of my head, out of the top of my head, till I can fly in my mind and you say it is where I belong instead of in real time. that all aren't true at all. The things that are not true and not true for me, not true for you. They're lies they're spinning, lies they're selling you. They're not true for me, not true for you, 'cause you can drop it all right now and fly if you want to. Okay, I might have to do that again because I think I wasn't in the frame, and also I got really scared, partly because my boyfriend's working upstairs and I started singing really loud. Maybe I'll stop it and then start it again and then not save this one. Oh, hi Jakey Jake. I love you. Jake said you can fly in all caps. That's so nice. Luna just joined. Hey. Okay, do I want to do that again and not save this one? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling really shy, which is a weird feeling to be feeling when you're going live. So I guess I just don't even know myself sometimes, most times. But that's okay. I actually know myself really well when I'm alone. And then the second I bring other people into the equation, I get really lost and confused and overwhelmed by positive energy and overwhelmed. I think I'm more overwhelmed by positive energy than I am by negative energy, actually. So I guess maybe that's a nice way to think about my life when I think about why I'm so introverted or why I spend so much time alone. It's well, a lot of people when I'm around them actually give me a lot of positive energy. So that's a good thing. Maybe it's like being like a puppy dog, but then you get so excited that you, I was going to say you pee yourself. That's disgusting. I don't pee myself around people. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Brittany says it was good. You should save it. Okay. Okay. That's good courage. Thank you. Okay, maybe I'll save it. I'm just being self-conscious because I know in the middle I got really excited and I realized I was singing really loud and Brian's at work. I didn't used to sing loud. When I was in Chicago, I used to sing in a quiet, sultry voice all the time. Yeah. And then when I moved to Michigan, I dropped the sultry because that was really hard for me as a trauma survivor and just a lot of other reasons. I was why am I singing like that? I don't need to sing like that. I identify more with my Muppet Mr. Rogers nature than I do with this Nora Jones, Fiona Apple influenced and inspired and Ella Fitzgerald and all of those sounds. So if you ever go check out my old music, jessicafogel.bandcamp.com, I do sing in a maybe I can't even imitate it because it's not. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just not how I really sing now. Anyway, I don't really know what I sing like now. I just normally don't sing very loud. But that song, I just feel it. I have to sing loud, I guess. I'm playing a chord right now that I know would be a song. Let's see if I even know what song I'm playing right now. Maybe I'll do one more song. No, maybe I'll stop this and then decide if I want to do one more song when I can think straight. Because I also can't think straight very well in front of people. I'll tell you a funny story. It was 10 years ago when I was doing an Artist Way class with a social worker. If you don't know the book, The Artist Way, it will help you with creative unblocking. Or it helped me anyway. It helps a lot of people. By Julia Cameron. She lives in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which I just drove through for the first time this year on my way back from seeing some family. Wearing a mask and not really seeing anybody other than family, but nonetheless felt the need to add that. Anyway, but Julia Cameron, so she writes a ton of books on creative unblocking. So she wrote this one called The Artist's Way, and she says in the book, she's like, you know what, I want this information to be out there, so social workers, therapists, anybody who wants to, you're welcome to just form a group and study this stuff. So this social worker in Chicago, well actually Evanston, Chicagoland area where I used to live. Well, I didn't live in Evanston. I worked in Evanston all the time. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this social worker made a class, the Artist Way class, and she ran it for 10 weeks, and we did a chapter a week. And I remember one of the chapters in the Artist Way as I'm dissecting my dream and what I want to do with my life and how I want to give, how I want to share, what I want to put out in the world. And this social worker, she was this very sweet, very pretty young lady, and she said to me after I shared in the group, and I think I was like laughing and then crying, and everyone was like, "You're so expressive," and I was like overwhelmed by myself and by people. And anyway, the social worker just got quiet, and then she said, "Well, maybe you're meant," I'm not even sharing this. Anyway, she was like, "Well, maybe you're meant to be a songwriter who doesn't perform." And I got like really mad at her. I had shared something along the lines of the intense anxiety that I feel, you know, around people. Not necessarily on a stage, like if the room is pitch black, like theater, not necessarily there, but sort of just in this like interactive, sort of like I want to acknowledge everyone who's in the live stream, kind of that kind of space. So, you know, I think there could be some wisdom in that when I look around at people in the world like a Lady Gaga or Elton John, or, you know, people who maybe are bigger than life, and maybe the being bigger than life and the energy that you get in those social dynamics is like part of who they are. I almost think for me that's almost the thing that it makes me take a step back. And so I really wonder. I mean, I remember when I was younger, I heard about Cat Power and how she had a lot of stage fright and or just performance anxiety. I don't really have performance anxiety so much as I have day of show anxiety. But I guess I am having anxiety right now, and I was feeling fine right before I started the live stream, so who knows? I think I just read something today, and I just posted about this a little bit in my stories, but there was something that this artist said. She's in my stories a bunch right now, and I can't remember what her name is, but it's all the really blue art that's in my stories. But there's something about like the possibility that if you really, 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 really care about doing something, that's where the anxiety comes from. That if it's something you really want to do, something you really love, something you really believe in, something that matters a lot to you, then of course you'd have anxiety. So in my younger life, I took anxiety to mean to walk away from things. It means you shouldn't do this in your life. Oh, sorry, I said pause because I wasn't using the app. I was not moving or touching my phone. Yeah, so in my older life, I guess that's what I feel is that I now believe that that's wrong. It's sort of like the, I think, Eleanor Roosevelt quote of like, feel the fear and do it anyway. Like, you know, if you turn down a live stream, you feel fear and you just do it anyway. So that's what I believe in now. So I don't think the social worker was right. I love performing. I don't like the anxiety that comes up around it for me, but I believe that that's more inherited from this broken world and from my broken self. That's a more learned response. I think when I was 5 years old and was singing alone in a talent show, you know, on stage in front of my whole school, kindergartners through 5th graders, I think I probably felt anxiety then, but I just didn't have language for it. And so you just figure it's nerves, and then you just do the thing. And you just didn't put as much emphasis or hang on as much to the anxiety piece. You just did the thing. And I think as I've gotten older, especially since I've gotten more and more into therapy speak and kind of attracted more and more people who also understand that way of looking at the world through the lens of, you know, anxiety or depression or fear or self-doubt or self-criticism or trauma. It's sort of like now I maybe say those things so much, and maybe there's a part of me that just doesn't want to say these things as much anymore, that just doesn't want to lead with that anymore. That's kind of like saying like, okay, yes, you love singing and you love performing and you love making up songs. Like, maybe I don't have to lead with, and also it scares me. Like, of course it scares me. Like, it's scary to put yourself out there in front of people. It's scary to sing a song you deeply care about, and maybe your voice will crack, or maybe it won't be your favorite way you've ever sung it. But like, does that mean you shouldn't be doing it? Like, I feel like anyone outside of me could say to me, no, of course that doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing it. But from inside the self is where I think we all, maybe not all, but a lot of people do that to themselves. They feel this feeling of like, if I feel fear, therefore I should like back away from this. It sounds so illogical when you say it out loud. Oh, Cat's saying hi. Love you too, Cat. So, you know, I think so many of us, And I believe maybe all people have some form of anxiety or depression, because the world is a terrifying place where we're all bumping into each other and we all want different things, and sometimes we want similar things and we don't think there's enough of it, or sometimes we want different things and we don't feel justified in having them unless everyone around us also wants the same things. And so there's just so many ways that we can feel like we are not enough, or like we're not doing enough, or like we're not doing things correctly. And I just feel like I've given that power a lot in my life. And I don't just mean giving it power as in thinking it's right. I mean giving it power by giving it a voice. I'm giving it a voice right now. Like, another choice I could make is just sing more songs, you know? And so I think there's so many loopholes and rabbit holes and black holes to fall into in this world, and sort of in like the spiritual ether as well, and in the emotional ether, in the invisible places. There are so many ways to just like fall into something that isn't in our best interest. So that's what I was doing after I got done with the song, and now I'm explaining it so that you know that I don't mean to model anxious behavior for you. I don't mean to, like, I have 800 videos on YouTube right now, and I don't mean for them to have anxiety in them. And actually, those have less anxiety in them, because at the time I'm making those, they're just me. It's literally me out on the street somewhere talking to myself, to my own phone like this, you know, hey you guys. And like, for me, that's the introvert way of doing what I'm doing right now. So this is the scarier thing for me, is to do what I'm doing, where people I know and love are dropping in and out, and it's like, you know, and it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Like, I've been doing this maybe I've been performing. I've been a performing singer-songwriter since about 2005 or 6, unless you count my like elementary school years where there were like school-wide concerts of my songs, which came about for a sad reason, but then happened for about 2 years straight. Like, school-wide concerts. I think there were 3 of them, elementary school and middle school. And I've learned I need to bring that up because it explains why I then swung hard the other way. It explains it to me. Because in elementary school, before that happened, I was pretty outgoing and I was pretty confident about my songs. But I think it can be very derailing to get a lot of attention at a young age for your talents. And that's what happened to me. And then the people that were giving me all that attention pulled it away. And, you know, I didn't have a therapist back then, or I didn't have self-help books back then, or people to talk to about what happened. So I just naturally, as any kid would, assumed I did something wrong by putting myself out there. You know, by having things be about me. And so who knows if I'm even actually an empath, or if I just modeled empath style behavior in order to like hold myself back so that I didn't like offend anybody by being bigger or, you know, shining brightly. I never wanted to like insult anybody or offend anybody by having all those songs, you know. And I never asked those teachers to say, hey, come put on a school-wide concert. Like, so I think that's more common than we realize, that kids have attention for something and then they realize that other people are feeling feelings about that. Could be envy, could be anger, could be annoyance, could be why are other people liking this? I don't like this. Could be judgment, could be anything. And I'm not even trying to judge the judgers. Like, I've never resonated with the concept of haters gonna hate, because I'm like, well, they're not hating me if they don't like me, or don't like the types of songs I write, or don't like the way my videos are sometimes an hour long. Like, that's not necessarily hate. It's just different preferences or different tastes. So ways we feel like we're making up. as others with vitamin D. I don't know. Is it you? Is it me? Are we the same? Do we need to learn to say the names of the things we need and learn to feel them and not be so dang hurt when others reveal that what we feel is not for them? I don't know, do you? I don't know what's true. I'm just feeling in the dark like you. I just tend to feel out loud like some others do too. And I'm just being myself here. And it's clear I'm not getting out of here alive. Might as well give what's inside my heart, what's inside of me, to you and to me. Seeing it back like a mirror, seeing time, looking at my recent past to unfreeze my lifeline, and to heal the world, to heal these wounds I've held, to heal my heart, to heal my mind, and heal myself. Oh, it's a start, 'cause there's no map, there's no one right way to go, but I know that I can change my tune any day, anyway. You know that you can too, so just let go and give in to that wholesome part of you. Well, that wasn't a real song. That was just me meandering in music in my mind. Yeah, so I don't know what this video is now, or this live stream is, because it was like one real song officially. Hey Andrew, wave. And then now that was just then there were like 10 minutes of rambles, then there was like a new song that I was just writing. This is me trying to organize what category to even save this live stream into. I was gonna just throw this one away. I like to save things and then categorize things, and that's why my YouTube channel now, I put episode numbers on anything where I just ramble and share feelings. So I think I'm up to episode 808 of the series Songwriter Life, and my friend Mackenzie is making a logo for me right now. And I'm actually past episode 808 because I'm only uploaded as far as like mid-August. But I have kept making episodes, so I've probably made 1,000 episodes by now, but they're not, I mean, you don't need to hear me ramble about my categorization system. It's pretty weird. I have to go backwards now and like recategorize. Well, I don't have to do any of this. This is all just internally inspired or externally spiritually inspired or divinely something. I'm not sure. Well, there's some ukulele for you today. So I should probably get back to working. I was working on a music video. It's my DIY music video number 3 out of 12 for the 12 albums in 12 months, way from back in like 2018. But like I have like 25 kids videos to edit. They have all sent me dancing videos, and yeah, I'm gonna edit them all together and put them to my Let's Dance song that I wrote when I was like in 3rd grade. It sounds like this. Here, I can probably recreate it right now. No, I think it's faster. Hang on 1 second. It doesn't have all those like things in it. That's about it. Okay, why not? I'll put this song in here. that much arpeggio in it. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is the song I'm working on the music video for, like, right now. And I should get back to that, but I'll just finish this part. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll do the boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie down to the floor. Let's dance. We'll do swim, swim, swim. It paused. Whoops. We'll do the tango across the floor. We'll do the twist, twist, twist. Forevermore. Let's dance. Put on your dancing feet, let's dance. We'll dance on off to Main Street, let's dance. I was a soprano as a kid. I wrote this in 3rd grade, oh my gosh. I think I said that already. We'll party all through the day, and when the dance floor's open, we'll say, hey, let's dance. My favorite part. Here's some other dances you can try. Rock. And then we let kids dancing. Then pops. Disco. Beat. Swing. Latin swing. Oh, I'm doing the wrong dance move for this one. I think I was doing the samba one. Okay. Slow rock. Waltz. Tango. Trying to remember my for real dance moves from elementary school. Oh, and then this is really called begin, but I used to say it benguine, so benguine. Okay. I don't remember what one I do that move to. I think it is that one. I gotta put my ukulele down. It's my expensive one. I don't even know what. Okay, samba. Bossa nova. I'm doing it kind of slow, but that's okay. Oh, whoops, I missed the count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll do the boogie, 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 boogie down to the floor. Let's dance. It's so high for me. We'll do the swim, swim, swim forevermore. Let's dance. We'll do the tango across the floor. We'll do the twist, twist, twist forevermore. Let's dance. Let's dance. There you go. There's a preview. But it's also on my childhood album. That's my life. I'm working on a music video for that, like right now. Here, I'll show you my keyboard. I bought this on eBay, but this was the exact model that I used when I was a kid when I wrote that song. So that's why it has all the same dance sounds. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Go away.